Hello everyone, I'm Mike D'Angelo with That's Entertainment, and this is my reaction video to Namco Bandai's E3 2010 presentation. For Namco Bandai, I was kind of half impressed and half meh. Some of their games just really didn't do it for me, not because they are necessarily bad, but just because I'm not into certain franchises that Namco Bandai pushes forward. One of the games that they showed was Ace Combat Joint Assault, and while some people might be into the flight sim type games, this one just seemed to me kind of like, this is going to sound messed up, it seemed like a Game Gear game to me. It didn't have very impressive graphics. It just didn't appeal to me at all. If you wanted to give it some praise, you could award it some points for having multiplayer, and I don't really follow the series, but I read up on it a little bit. It's going away from the fictional alternate Earth that the prior games have been in, and it's going to take you to real world places like London, Egypt, Tokyo, San Francisco. So you have all these kinds of places, which I suppose is a step forward. They showed a movie franchise game, they showed Clash of the Titans, and while a lot of licensed games don't end up doing very well, this game actually looks like it might have some legs to stand on. It seems like there's a lot of different ways to take out your enemies, and it doesn't follow the plot of the movie verbatim. It moves around a little bit, has some freedom of its own. If you look at it, it just really looks impressive. I wasn't expecting something of this caliber. The last time I think there was a game that followed a movie franchise that was this successful feeling, anyway, I don't know if it's going to be successful, but Lord of the Rings. They also had a new IP called Enslaved Odyssey to the West. It has, to me, kind of like a Prince of Persia 2008 feel to it. Your characters are a guy named Monkey and a girl named Trip, and they rely on each other to move forward in the game. It might be a little worse than this game because it seems like Trip doesn't do anything on her own. You kind of have to pick her up and move her along, and if she dies, you die, so it could be one giant escort quest, really. The world in the game actually looks pretty impressive too. It's post-apocalyptic, but the lushness of the world has kind of come back, and you can see it on all the buildings. You can see it in like the broken landscape. It looks pretty cool. Not a lot of games go that step in that direction. It'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with this game. It actually does look like story is important to the game, so it has kind of got me interested, even though the main character's name is Monkey. The next two franchises, it's just not me. I could care less about them. They showed Dragon Ball Z, and I'm sure that people who are into the franchise are going to think that this game looks awesome. Even for not really being into the franchise, it looks interesting to me. There's just a lot of stuff going on at once. There's a lot of, flying around, shooting big laser beams, hair turning yellow. The game is called Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2. They're adding new characters, and the scope of the game looks pretty big. You're throwing people around the screen like they're ragdolls. Right after that, they showed another franchise that I'm just not really into. They showed Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. If Dragon Ball was the gameplay game, this seems much more like the cinematic game. It actually looks, and I'm just guessing here, it looks like the cinematics play into the gameplay, but I'm not really sure. Of the two games, Naruto definitely looks like the more attractive of the two. The substance of Dragon Ball looks like it lies in gameplay, while the substance of Naruto looks like it's in the visuals. Namco Bandai also went with an old favorite, Splatterhouse. It doesn't look like the newest game in the Splatterhouse franchise is just a cheap cash-in. It doesn't look like they're half-assing it. It looks like it takes the substance of the original game and just builds on it. It adds some dark humor, attaches an awesome story. The trailer actually looks like it has huge potential. It might be a perfect revival to the series depending on whether or not they pull it off right. Like I said, about half and half for me. All the games look like they have potential, but just only some of them are interesting to me. I'm going to get cracking on one last video tonight, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.